Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? Uh, Joshua, Stitch, Summer, thank you so much for being here so early. It is always thoroughly appreciated. We're going to be getting back to Disco Elysium, which I'm very excited for. I didn't know quite what to expect when I started last week, and I still don't quite know what to expect. I mean, early in the stream, Summer. um, but yeah, I don't quite know what to expect, and that's got me interested. We did some cool stuff last week. We also did some terrible stuff. I got an old lady to give me a commemorative golden pin that I can pawn off for money. I really hope I can get it back to her because, like, I need the money, but I also don't want to be a dick, which I already kind of am, so I want to fix that. Summer, I don't quite know what you were referencing in your, I'm assuming, rap. I thoroughly appreciate it, but I am so far behind on any kind of popular culture that, yeah, I don't know. But thank you. It is much appreciated. Let's get the game going. As ever, please let me know if my volume or my balance is out. Pimp by 50 Cent. I don't really listen to rap or hip hop, so unfortunately, no, I haven't heard of it. But I will probably look it up after this because now you've got me curious. Stitch, that's such a great just combination of punctuation. I love it. Anyway. Piecework. Just give me this. I don't listen to the radio, Summer. And I haven't for 20 years? For a long time. I'm very out of touch. It works! I've got a couple of tasks. I've still got to inspect the body, and part of that was I had to have volumetric shit compressor complete, which I believe I do. So with, should I do HoboCop? Yeah, this is internalized. I don't want to risk HoboCop. I love the name, but should I do it somewhere? Is it good? Because it makes me bad at composure for a while. But if you think I should do it, I'll do it. Okay. HoboCop is cool. The thing is, there are a lot of things. I feel like every playthrough of this game is going to be very different. But hopefully I will be able to do this now that I've got my shit together. Okay, shit compressed means I've got a +6 on this, so I've got a very high chance of succeeding. Not a guarantee, but as close to a guarantee as any random game gives. As you breathe in, the odor overcomes you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Ugh. Do they always do that? They do after 7 days, yes. We're deep in decomposition here. I don't listen to a lot of music. I tend to, but I tend to lean more towards rock and metal. I love twerp, TWRP, if you know them, which is like 80s synth rock, which is such a weird combination, but I really, really like them. Yeah, just hip hop and rap don't tend to appeal to me very much. Okay, yeah, I'm glad. Twerp is great. Step closer. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched with lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Take a look at the boots. Material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. Ugh. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow. Yes. First through Ninja Sex Party, but heavily through Starbomb, and yeah. So I think that's where a lot of people found out about Twerp. Game Grumps, Ninja Sex Party, Starbomb, and I'm glad because they deserve it. Yeah, these are clearly not boots; they're armor, possibly part of a larger set. Indeed. With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. I thought Sabaton was just a band. What kind of armor is it exactly? Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Where? Under the heel. Fairweather, he turns the boot slightly. Fairweather Model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Good question. What did happen to the rest of it? Locals probably scavenged it. Be odd if we had more on after 7 days. Oh, a new task. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods towards Kuno, who's eyeing you suspiciously. There's one thing he might actually know. Also, I need to go to the pawn shop to pawn off the commemorative pin anyway, and there's a good chance some of this would have been pawned. If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. Buddy. Oh, thank you, Juice. Appreciate that. I do kind of need it. Why does my mortal coil need protecting? Yeah, yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor. Oh. No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt. Good point. We found to get to it. This kind of armor is often worn under fabrics. Yeah, I remember the shirt was specifically designed so you could wear it over bulletproof vests and the like. What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him? I don't think he was walking around naked. They usually hang them completely naked for that. The puta madre, the Mazda, the besmirties and the like. This one still has his underpants. Big ol' sparkles. Hi, lizard. Back in talking about underpants. Sorry, I can't do that voice very well, but I'll try. Material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We requested similar material for our tactical units for years. The constabulary deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. How much are we talking? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. Yes, Lizard, it's a disco. No, unfortunately, we haven't truthed him yet, but we still have the tool of truth, Juice. It will happen. That's a lot, I take it? As a wage, it's regrettably small, but for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. How could this man afford so much? That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for a harbor company, but that's just hearsay. And no way he can afford that kind of shit. Yeah. Pretty a match for a security guard. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. Knock on the boot? A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch. This is probably going to hurt me. I'm just going to say something. Sounds fragile. It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. He points to the boots. See? Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them all together. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly. Inland Empire is fun. It just adds so much flavor. There might be something under the boots. This feels dangerous. Are you sure? Oh, his foot's going to fucking come off. The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above. Stop! The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm. Okay. Obviously they're using pig as in cop. But given the context, that's kind of an appropriate line. Also, I didn't realize, apparently I'm not going to pull his foot off. I'm going to pull his head off. Yeah, let go of the boot. What's wrong with you, asshole? Why is he letting go, Kuno? They want me to? I don't know, baby. Kuno shrugs. I don't know why he said... I'm not going to read that. I appreciate the fact that it's censored. And I understand that that's the way people speak. But I'm not going to read that. Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by pulling on the deceased's foot? Well, there is no answer to that. But I thought maybe he might be wearing something interesting underneath his boots. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. Inspect the belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. I don't know what a Dullahan is. I've seen the word, but I don't know it. Oh my, there's something on the belt. Familiar word that speaks to the thirst in you. I don't like electrochemistry. Oh. I am not a headless horseman myself, but I mean, that doesn't mean I don't sometimes do the same shit by mistake. It's hard, but somehow you manage not to see it. Corpse looks at you sideways from an unnatural angle. What kind of rope is this? Industrial strength. Kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Like in a circus, when the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen. What? Like in a harbor makes much more sense given that this guy was apparently security guard at a harbor. Ooh, that sounds rad, Juice. Yes, it looks like they used whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. Assuming dock workers, they sure wanted him to stay here. Yeah, the polyester seems strong. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. He rises to inspect the noose. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits... Rabbits? I don't know that word. For more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed. Assuming dock workers? The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing. Oh! That actually got me a thing? Okay, he blinks. You should ask me for one the first moment we get. I love the tasks in this game. They're already fascinating. Anna May. I get it, Summer. I like it. I'm not going to use it. But I get it. Oh, you were playing more... How long did you keep playing chess, Juice? How did they even get him up there? Noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. They climb up using the kid's ladder? That ladder can't carry a grown man. Didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. That makes sense. Wait, is Gold super good at chess? I haven't played chess in so many years, and I hate to say I don't miss it. I was terrible at it. Inspect the tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretch across the torso. From the right shoulder to the solar plexus, each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. I've never played Go. I have heard interesting things about it. His corpse is marked by stars. What will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. Well, you didn't have to... Your fist clenches suddenly. It will be marked by bullet holes. It will be riddled with disco. But yes. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink. Is this a national pattern? Well, no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. Okay, another word I don't know. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure. I mean, you're not wrong, Juice. The pattern does not stir patriotic or religious sentiments in you. What it does is speak to the wounded, limping animal, the male in particular. Unable to communicate in anything more than grunts, it's impossible to tell if its advice is right or wrong. I'm missing something here. So am I. Sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera? A Trigat Sunshine Mini. Shit, Kuno, what the fuck is that? An instant color camera. Given when this was set, that must be incredibly advanced technology. He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. I have only two ampules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. Points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then, a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. In case we need it, the lieutenant says, and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the wind. Cool machine. Yes, he slides the camera closed and tucks it away on his belt. It is pretty cool, isn't it? What do we need this photo for? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say he was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll know. We'll need to show it around. I can get it from him later. Wait, no, I want to get it now. Yeah. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you a piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a sack of cigarettes. Bye, lizard. What kind of pie are you making? Oh, I agree, Juice. The art style is beautiful. But yes, make a good pie. DM me a slice. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There's no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Make a good apple pie. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. 83% chance. It's a pretty good shot. Tell me, who are you, dead man? I'm gone. Where have you gone? Into the wild pale yonder. In the past, way out in the west. I can see you're gone, but who are you? I'm a joke. Look at you. Nothing funny about you. There is nothing funny about jokes either. Right, you need to hear better jokes. Who were you when you were alive? A killer. A motherfucker and a killer. Yes, Juice. One of my skills is Inland Empire, which is basically the entirety of, like, the inside of my mind. So this is to some extent being imagined. But that doesn't mean it's not real. Because Inland Empire includes things like intuition. Takes one to know one. What is happening? What do you mean? I'm talking to you. It's the power of your black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips. Imagination. Horrific necktie. Yeah, man, don't be crazy. Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much. So, there's no guarantee that any of this is even true. Why do I love questions so much? Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Nah, I'm good. Enough. Yeah, my necktie concerns me. So how do we get him down? He stops to think, then checks his notes. Are you sure we're finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss one of these things once he's down. Step back and take another look first. Squint and take a step back. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in cold spring air. Stop. Relax your eyes. Yep, the preliminary examination is done. Ooh, 70 experience. Nice. New skill point. Steel reinforced belt represents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance, and even if we do, there's the question of cutting it. We could saw the branch. Ask for help from the harbor is an idea. But let's climb up there and saw the branch. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Ask for help from the harbor. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appears to be suspects in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down. That's a good point. Let's not do it. Yeah, maybe we could shoot him down? Yeah! The enthusiasm is unrestrained. Bang bang time, pigs! Shoot his head off! The lieutenant remains unaffected. How? I don't know, just, shoot up there, maybe? But yeah, just shoot the belt, the bullets will break it. It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose. Entertain the Kuno with some shit. Stealth! That is exactly the correct emote. It has bad idea written all over it. What's the worst that could happen? It's a bullet. Bullets are dangerous. Don't let me try. I'm drunk still. I'll let him choose. He's a smart one. The lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tugs. He then steps back and assumes the fellow test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. Fingers on the trigger. Ooh. Ooh. Shoot that motherfucker down. The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself, God damn it. He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him. Fucking idiot! Mulkapa asshole. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Try again, maybe? No, we're lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that. What now? I mean, I hope so, Joshua. Me too, Juice. Can't someone else do it? You mean like the police? Yes, exactly. Call the police. I mean someone who's below detective. Someone like a paid garbage man or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. Well, shit. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us, and we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down fast. Did I have the gun? It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks. He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet. I mean, it still might be stealth. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it. Peace shines in your outstretched hand. They only have one gun! This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen. Oh. Yeah, take it, you fucking... I'm guessing that's like a banana picker or something. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth. What the fuck, kid? The cold piece of bakelite metal is surprisingly light. Your finger fits right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. You already told me to shoot myself in the mouth. Okay, that's fine. Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. Can I point the gun at fucking Kuno? The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground, your left hand supporting your gun arm. Ooh! Point the gun! No, I'm not going to take the risk. I agree. The lieutenant holsters the weapon with a quick move. Enough gunslinging for today. What about the body? We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools and they have men. No, Summer. Okay, now Kuno might actually be vaguely helpful to us, and we can truth him with our truth crowbar.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
I gotta ask, who is Kuno? Kuno's Kuno, pig. Kuno primal. Violent. Something like something you'd call a rabid dog. Yeah! His eyes light up. Think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit. He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence. Kuno is. Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm. The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard. Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape! What the fuck is this game? Help! The boy joins in. He's got the Kuno! Help! Let's answer the questions. He's digging his dick out? What the fuck is this game? Pigs are hurting Kuno! Somebody please! It's a full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez. Physical shut him down. Oh! Not actually what I was hoping to do, but he did need to be truthed. So, you know, we truthed him. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Kuno feels it. This was no light tap. The disoriented 12-year-old is trying to get his bearings. I think we can have a normal conversation now. Am I right, Kuno? Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct, says the lieutenant, breaking his silence. Get yourself together. For heaven's sake, he thinks, this has gone too far. Don't make this any worse than it is. Just get back to questioning the kid. Okay, pig. He's no longer wearing his demonic grin. Something happened. The punch made him calmer. Yeah, he craves violence, and, unfortunately, he got it. If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you, it's safe to say things didn't go as he'd planned. Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything, he declares with pride. Ooh, boy's gonna have some trauma growing up. It's worth noting, Joshua, this isn't the US, so no, this is not normal police conduct. The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor. Okay, pig, talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. He brushes the dirt off his pants. The fuck do you want? I could try to get another point in empathy, but even so, my chances are very low. The body, what do you know about it? Shitload, pig. What's your question? Help me out here. What do we want to know? But if I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got here, and the usual. Yeah, where's the rest of his armor? Kuno doesn't give a shit about armor. How come? Kuno's fuck gimps. What the fuck are these words? Kuno's fuck gimps got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Who is a mutant? So, okay, so that is who he's referring to, I think. Look at him. He points to the body. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The arm is too big for any man. He drills his temples with his fingers in some strange aggressive gesture. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. What? Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor. What do you mean you threw it away? Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet. Kuno kicked the shit in the sea, rugby style. That means nothing to Kuno. You're just too small for the armor. Look, get the fuck out of here, trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. He squints at you. Remember how I punched you, kid? What are you, fucking 80? Then Kuno's 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. What? Trying to fuck on Kuno? Fuck out of here. You threw it in the sea? Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno, he repeats. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You want to fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates. Well, we've got a potential person. Yeah, cock and boots. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows and shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows, trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gates, ask him yourself. Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it. You seen anyone suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno. Fuck off. More on this later. About the crime scene. You kids play here often? Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Dead man's clothes were in the trash. How did they get there? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. It could be a lead on investigation. Listen, he stops you. Kuno doesn't care about the small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there. Dumpster diving. Sad shit. I feel sorry for him, but also, I hate him. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. He points to his pants. Your size, good price. 500 real. Ask you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that person up there. He points to the cadaver. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa? No, I have pants. The ladder, ever climb it? Look at that fucking shit. You trying to get Kuno killed? You'd say the ladder is unclimbable. What does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat. He has several problems. Lieutenant takes a quick note. For the greenhouse, I can ask the gardener. I'm not too concerned about that. Trash container, I already know who to ask about that. Let me use my skill point to maybe get some more empathy. I'd like to keep increasing Inland Empire, but I'm okay for now. These are all so good. Why are these all so good? Physical instrument has proved to be surprisingly useful. But I want to go with empathy. And that gives me a better chance. So I'm just trying to be nice, Stealth. Look, keep in mind that I punched a 12-year-old not 10 minutes ago. So, yeah. Let's try to figure out what's going on with him. Dang it. He's on your crime scene, bossing you around, and he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful. That was a failure. Let's look like normal people. That's not going to work. Kuno gonna fuck you up. Oh, well, that's incredibly kind, Stealth. Also, no you. Stealth, you're a very rad dude. Yeah, I don't think there's much left. I'm okay with where we are at the moment. Oh yes, I've got the photo. Get the body down. I need help with that. Ask around about the tattoo's meanings. I'm still asking him about the case. Find the rest of the armor. And I must ask Gart if he knows how shit got in the trash. Stealth, why are you like this? Oh good, you can run. Rad has kind of become my word. It's weird. I don't know why I use it so much, because I didn't use it until like a couple of, probably about 2 years ago. Oh god, this lady. Now let's ask him.
Can I help you?
A, Neuf, welcome. B, that's so sad. Yeah. Assume this will lead to that? No. By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything in the whirling later. Here's your trash container key. Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. I found the victim's clothes. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sometimes you just ironically use a word, and then you unironically start using the word. Yeah, it happens, Juice. It's not ironic, it's a slightly different cause, but I am now a person who dabs. Because every time I sneeze, I dab. The two just happen together. Because you're supposed to sneeze, like, into your arm, and that motion was close enough to a dab that I just adapted it, and now that's just what I do. I want to see Soul. I've heard very good things about that. Who else has keys to the trash container? The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though. The elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself. Down the road. I assume this is, like, intuition? What's sugars? Yeah, tune into the city. I don't either, Summer, but I do it. On Clinton Street near the Bookie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down the alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs. Thank you anyway. Did someone on your staff have put them there? Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. I don't think he did it in some kind of weird state. If he did it, he's just plain lying to me. Did that? Okay, yeah. May take a while. Okay. Okay. Now there are a couple of things I still need to do. I need to go to the pawn shop, which I hate. I hate that I'm gonna have to do that. And I need to buy cigarettes. But pawn shop's gonna have to be first because I have 40 cents. Can I speak to her?
Hello again.
I know I am a monster. We need directions. What's up in the north? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment building, some more tenements. Not much, really. East? The Harbour Gates. Okay, so the Harbour Gates are east. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fruit store, too. I think was important. To south? Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. What's on the other side of the canal? Just coast. There's a little fishing village there and a fish market, but that closed down ages ago. Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish are heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church. What kind of fish market is this? I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts. It's in the west. She looks at the water, squinting. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. I've investigated the body. Shouldn't be long till we get it down. Oh, okay. He doesn't quite know what to say. Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir. Okay, so she doesn't have anything super interesting to say. Let's drive somewhere. Are you posting that again? Juice, I'm sorry. I'm still concerned that I haven't found my badge or my gun. Do I have to drive to places? I haven't even fully explored this. I realize. What is this? Some great tectonic forces have cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Maybe a sea monster? No. Oh, heck. Going through this whole thing. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. What do I see? Grey sky, like battleships. Like battleships. Clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. How does it feel? Yeah, I'm kind of done with that. But I got some experience. This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freak to the east. They sell them there. Yes, but I have no money. Who are you, person? Also, I don't know which way is east. I'm a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler, the man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes. What's going on here? It's the jam, my man. He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. And what's the jam?
For the ages. Harbor gates of the street are shut tight. No
Ooh.
explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Do you want sparkles and rainbow, or just rainbow, Niv? I can give you either.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo, for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Ah. I don't think he has much more to tell me. But... oh, a thing? I mean, I try to keep it to 1, but then I realize it can look kind of cool when it's multiples. This game needs a compass. An old monument stands in the middle of... Hey, this is in several... I think it's on, like, the box art. Pointing towards the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippine kings are forever called. Son of Philippe II, the opulent, father of Philippe IV, the insane. God, I do. You're so right, Niv. That is totally hollow Pokemon. Not a good track record of mental health in the family. What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? Yeah, fair. So... God, this art is incredible. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there's a warm smile on her. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your grandma? Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions. Fuck it. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead. No. This one is a monster in disguise. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Snap your fingers in front of her face. The lieutenant stops you.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Say so. I mean, if she is just a distracted old woman, she probably wouldn't have seen anything useful. Oh, another car. A foreign car kept in good condition. That's interesting. Okay. So this is where the harbor is, by the looks of it.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Scabs, for those who are not aware, scabs are people who work during union-mandated strikes. Generally loved by bosses and hated by unions. Stealth? Here's the thing. I'll just show you what it looks like, and you can make a decision about whether or not you want to spend points. It makes me nearly invisible.
Hold up and stay frosty.
What's going on here?
Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Be the honest worker down?
No?
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work. Right to work. Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. Yeah.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
Yeah, but I personally think unions are super cool, so fuck
I don't
that.
trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work. Right to work.
I have some questions.
Maybe
for
you should ask them the question. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Bruh.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
The loitering man hollers in return. I I know what a strike is. I'm not going to do this. I want to get into the harbor too. Have fun, he snorts. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You're trying to meet their fat boss? I'm interviewing people about a murder. I know nothing about a murder. Mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting. Absolutely nothing? Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. He again shakes his large fist and turns back to you. It's shameful, cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime. This really isn't my area of expertise. We're not picking a side in this just yet, sir. Yeah, I don't think there's anything useful there. GRIH. Greater Revocol Industry Harbor. Oh. Well, I know where the harbor is.
Scab?
I'm not a scab. What did he just call you? A something else? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid. What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
That's a fairly accurate description from at least one side of it. You don't seem to like them
Gotta
much.
be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess, scared maybe.
More likely.
But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten some.
Have you tried talking to
We'd
them?
explain the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
But anyway, I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
God, stealth, that would be amazing. I hope to see that.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the wild north? Come to see the strife?
No. Murder, huh? It sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating murder. Bye, Juice! I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it? Of course, Policia. He gives you a sly smile. Wasn't me, you can rule me out. Easier that way. Oh my god, I just realized this dude is Luigi. Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice. He didn't do it. It's the truth. You're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor. Heh. He smiled. The little boy did good on his promise. His promise? Get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine. Oh, fuck you. What happened? I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know? Track it down, see who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. Probe into the armor. What did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor. What else? Not much. Technical stuff, mostly. That was the interesting part. What sort of technical stuff? I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library, he explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into material science, just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts, 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlet, boots. What about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore if they ever did. He gives you a jolly shrug. Forget about them. I did. Yeah, I'm gonna find all of the armor. All of it? The lieutenant raises his brow. There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them. I wouldn't leave... and I would leave the boots to processing. But, okay, let's find all of it. A Mesquez epic then. All across Martinez. I'm assuming that's meant to be he glances south, where the canal runs. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. Go get that caffeine, Stealth. Thank you for your cooperation. No problem. He finally takes a swig from the flask. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. He is sincerely grateful he's not tracking down pieces of armor right now. I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation. Body still hanging in the tree? He rubs his chin as if pondering his core beliefs. Aye, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. Doesn't mean you can let me through the gate. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. He takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask. The passage grants itself. That simple, I just walk in. Aye, walk right past Measurehead and go in. Measurehead? Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist there. Yeah, he'll be hard to get past. Walk right past him. Right. Then press the button to unlock the door. Aha. Then go past him again. Okay. And you enter the harbor through the office. Esta. For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be easy. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. No, I could not. Or you could convert to his Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, he strokes his mustache. Maybe it actually is completely impossible. Yeah. Nice talk, gotta get moving. Okay, so I don't think there's too much more to do there at the moment. What's this spot? This is the store. Let's take a look at this. I have 40 cents. What can I get for that? One of my tasks is buying cigarettes, and dang it, I get experience for that. I'm definitely going to do it. Yellow roses. Dozens of them. Tulips too. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
Welcome to Fripp. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Thanks. What's that magazine she's reading? Before we go on, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Fripp?
What is? Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, posting a colourful photo of 2 girls kissing. Ooh.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
I'm interested in that magazine. I don't know why I asked you
Yeah,
about
me
it.
neither.
I have some questions for you.
Okay, I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... did you know the man who died? Not really. Does it mean you knew him, yeah, a little? No. I didn't know him at all. Thanks for your help. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be helpful. A shimmering wall of vices. A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles lines a shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in the dark green glass, a world of ruby, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine alcohol, beer alcohol, love alcohol. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. Clark looks at the wall of goods behind her. Guess not? No? She adjusts her hat. Good. Good thing you're not, you're an unrecovering alcoholic then. Yeah, I think it's just something that a lot of people do. Hi, Chen. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that. Okay. So I'll need 290 to get the cigarettes. Oh, these give various effects. Alcohol gives +1 physique, -1 morale. This gives +1 intellect and -1 health. And I've got some extra health. One bottle is 10 cents. What is a tear machine? Okay, what is it? It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money. Ah. Okay, that's really cool. They don't have bags, unfortunately. Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. I was hoping for more things. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the St. Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. You know what? Yes, Chen, I do. I cannot afford anything. I need to find a pawn shop. Oh god, it's on BTTV. I cannot hide from it. Nope. I can confirm that I don't like that. Most able-bodied men. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. You know, I thought I'd gone a much greater distance than I did. I don't blame you, Chen. I just won't do that. An ancient fountain. Does not pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. I just want to find a pawn shop.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Oh, I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to angry old Rene first.
Okay, angry old Rene. There we go.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
Rene, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I love these two already.
I am trying to. but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
What? These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first, ask questions later. Alright, I got this. Ball time. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. 72% chance. Acting without hesitation. Grab the ball and show them how it's done. Hi, Cheem. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. Hi, Arrow Griffin. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every time. Time is frozen. Feel the ball. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. There's a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Take in the surroundings. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind. Everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I? An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them. I'm gonna fucking shot put this, and it is not a shot put. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now. Cheem, let me hug you back. The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. They were playing fucking balls, I think. Oh my god. Murder! The old soldier yells in outrage, which means shit. What the hell is your problem? Not a weak right tricep, that's for sure. I don't care if you're a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. A man his age getting worked up like that? Better watch his blood pressure. I'm sensing anger, and I don't understand why. You vandalized our game, son. He tries to calm himself. We can't play Pétanique with 5 balls. Oh, pétanque. I thought it was shot put. Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque, the man snaps, raising his voice again. You ruined a pétanque game. I want our ball back. Take it easy, Renee. The jolly one tries to defuse the situation. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done. Correct. Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. The heels of his cavalry boots slam in the ground. You owe us a goddamn ball. Okay, I'll try to fix this. Good, he nods. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us? You know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. Oh, that's interesting. Most of the locals don't actually like helping. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? But you don't have a problem with cops? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. So again, you don't know anything. I love you too, Veganta. I'm sorry you don't like this game. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I do love it. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me. This is a man with a lot of past but little present, and almost no future. Thank you for your time. None of this is helping me. I need to find a pawn shop toot sweet. But an operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Oh, this is a store? Oh, this is a bookstore. That's interesting. A book about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jan Kaus from Iguania. A book about, I don't know how to pronounce that. About some kind of culture. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Turns out they don't need to read your mind. Just want a pawn shop. Also, is there any way to, like, change? No, this is a fixed camera. Or at least a fixed camera angle. I'm really liking exploring this town. But there's also not that much that I can do around here at the moment. Looks like there was more construction here, decades ago. Well, yeah, that's what a lot of people in the US discovered. Inside, the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. I'll never forgive myself, Luca. Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Get the boots off the victim's feet. Due to some confusion over the game Renee and Gaston were playing, you threw one of their pétanque balls far in the sea. The shot was excellent, but now you owe them a ball, or at least a similar looking metal sphere. Oh shit! I can get to the other side.
Trying to sneak up on me. Come to slit my throat in my sleep.
You're awake. That would.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now? Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever. Yeah, fuck off. I hate you. A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Look. Yes. Like, I can't argue with you, Stealth. +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. We're putting on a hat. That's amazing. I'm halfway to getting RoboCop. Yes. I didn't even pick up that I accepted that I was one of the old people. Just a locked door. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. That's interesting. How do I get there? Can I go through this door? smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. No trouble for me. Just want to know what's going on.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing. Hold on. Can I at least have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
The god himself has denied you absolution. They need absolution.
I don't know that brand. I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit.
Can't you just, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You're right. That was obviously a bad idea. Forget I said
As you
anything.
wish.
The gendarmerie really needs to talk to
Is
you.
it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Alright, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you have a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have any estimate of when the body will be taken away? We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us. Where were you last Sunday? Oh god, Luca did it. The pig is invisible behind the insanely sparkly things. Oh, he waves lazily with a cigarette. You already asked me that, didn't you? Pretty sure I didn't. No, not you, he gestures idly. Some more muscular type. The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman? Last week? I don't know. He looks around the courtyard again. Rain patters on the window sills and dead house plants. Too late to do them any good. You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday? I had a friend over. What kind of friend? Yo, nice, Luca. It was my Sunday friend. A Sunday friend? How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work, you can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighbouring windows are streaked with rain. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three. Can you tell me your name? My name is Martin Martinez. Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that. Alright, we'll talk later. No, we won't. He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony. I feel like, excuse me? I really need to get going. 42% chance? Oh, I lost a point by trying to bum a cigarette. Let him go. Good luck with the investigation. He's gone. The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. You should run after him, see where he went. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. So we just give up? He could be a witness, him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we've found the way in, we can ask around for his apartment. Let's do that. So this is the north. Okay, I'm starting to get a feel for the geography of this town. Burp. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Okay. There's also keyboard controls, which is good to know. It's slightly less precise, but it gets me where I'm going much sooner. Ooh. A sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. That's certainly one way to put it. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. I'm still trying to figure out where there's a pawn shop. Waterlock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Does anybody know where there's a pawn shop? You see a Samaritan street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of good. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name C. Lang is embroidered over his over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
Hey! He gives me finger guns. Which is to say, he gives me this move. And I know that I think I'm the only person? No, Cheen has access to that. But since it's a bit tier emote, lots of people don't. No problem, Summer. Enjoy the sus, enjoy the lurk. Whether I'm cool is unimportant. I have police
You're
questions
right,
for
officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
Thank you for that, Summer. 8% chance. Persuade him to give you some money. No. What kind of stuff are you selling here? Only the coolest goods in Revocol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom. Yeah, that 8% was not a good sign. Yeah. I don't think there's anything useful here. Where can I find a pawn shop? I feel like I'm being dumb for not being able to figure that out. Is it like down this way? No, there's no store here. Ruins full of snow and no one lives here anymore. This lady wasn't helpful. I can't get past there. I mean, you're not wrong, Stealth. It is 1 brain cell instead of 0 brain cell. Nothing helpful here. I'm so confused. Yeah, no one will just tell me where. If this is a freaking pawn shop, I'm gonna be angry. No, this is the bookstore. I should speak to this lady. Maybe she knows something?
Step right in. The store is
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Fair name. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold your horses there, little girl. What is a book? No, I know all of these things. I can't believe I failed an encyclopedia check for what is a book. You're fooling nobody. Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
That's because I'm tormented.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is this crime business? Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a detective, or a private detective, who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminal. Okay, I get it. Crime murder gets the people going. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. I'll have to take a look at my journal, thank you. I'm a policeman, by the way. You don't look much like a policeman. Well, what does a cop look like then? Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead body. Actually, I had other questions. I don't think she's got anything too useful. Pay for damages. There's a map. There's a map. Map is not telling me anything super useful. I had expected the map to be a map. Acquire a copy of the city map. Cool. There's probably one of those at the end. I'm hoping there's one of those at the end. Actually, I haven't ever looked at this. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. Almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Pretty long. It's drink o'clock. But no, not now. Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime? Who cares? Just rum? No, I'm not gonna fucking lick spilled rum. I was hoping to find a map here. Okay, I'm gonna pause and just I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Luca, can you kind of guide me in the right direction? Because I suspect I may also find other interesting things from the pawn shop, and I feel dumb for not being able to find it. Like, I was hoping to find a map in here. South of the hostel. I thought I had gone there. Across the street from the guy selling clothes. Okay, so I was actually in the right area for a while, and then just didn't explore enough. Yeah, come on. Here we go. So, like, here? Roy's Pawn Shop. Cool. That's fine, Stealth. I love you too. Oh, this place is grim. Some kind of machine. An antique cash register? A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. No armor though, which is what I was hoping for.
I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop.
Man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the wall of the shop. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
It's a good question.
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
Interesting. I can imagine pawn shops must be quite interesting to visit.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Typical vacuous consumerist objects. I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others.
It keeps me entertained.
Fair. Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what? 58% chance. Is Roy high? And if yes, what is he on? There's something I'd like to sell. Let me have a look. I have this commemorative pin, but before I sell it, I have some questions. Oh! He studies the pin carefully, rolling it around in his palm. St. Baptiste Summer Dinghy Race 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want for it? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it? That's... a pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10. But I added another 10 cents just to be nice. Okay, no. Okay, no. That is not... That is worth nothing. That's all I wanted to know about the pin. Thank you. I thought it would be worth, like... God. Like, an actual amount of money. Okay. Let's see if he's high. Nope. Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it and many other things beside. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Now, you might be able to aid our investigation. I doubt it, but I can try to answer any questions you have. Know anything about the recent hanging? I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone. I thought I would get, like, good money from that pin. And I think you could help me get a corpse out of a tree. The corpse behind... Excuse me. The hostel, I assume? He looks into the swirling lights, then to you. I don't have a truck with a self-mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Oh well. Do you happen to have any guns, like the ones carried by cops? Someone else came here earlier asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple... Oh. 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 So I know what happened to my gun. What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Wait, I sold you my gun? You, with Kim here too? That sounded really, really bad. You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. He hesitates. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revocol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind. He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you. I feel like there's something you're not telling me. I mean, Kim probably has lost all respect for me at this point anyway. You weren't quite yourself, officer. What was I like? You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And you need the money. I wonder if I was involved in the murder. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it. Oh. You sucked on a gun? Good, good. Very normal. I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further. No apologies necessary, officer. Was the buyer a policeman too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying. Right, so let me get this right. The lieutenant turns to you. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it. That's accurate. Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside. Maybe she's a vigilante, rabid fan. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry I sold my gun. He sighs. Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow. While also keeping our focus on the murder investigation. Oh god, Kim, I'm sorry. This mess. He means your mess. Any idea where I can find this buyer? My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went. A needle in a haystack. There's nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Hey, got some experience. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type? Or Copo types? Oh, Cop-O type, as in what kind of cop? That's kind of hilarious. Sorry, cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Yes, sorry, cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on here. Wouldn't the other copper types be jealous? I'm sorry, which is opt-in. Juice! I still love you. Nothing has changed in that regard. What are the other copper types? Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things, so here we go. Would the other copper types be jealous? What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine, don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual capo type from sorry to something else. I am apologetic though, a lot. Rigorous self-critique. Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info, or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen. Okay. But, rigorous self-critique. Temporarily, I get -1 authority, because I'm an embarrassment to the party. You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent. A flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Mazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat o' nine tails. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. Okay, let's internalize that. I don't know what bonus I'll eventually get from it, but, you know. Is there anything interesting here? Knick-knack stand. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Who's she? Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Yeah, win her back? Yes, buy something nice, a figurine. I don't have any money. I'm assuming, but I still have 40 cents. And yes, Juice, if you're curious, I did try to sell him the commemorative pin, which was worth 3 real and 20 cents. So I'm gonna have to be Hobo Cop. I had assumed it would be like a couple of 100 real. It's a gold commemorative pin. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. Slush and rain has almost washed them off. Ah, interesting. So I'm poor. I was hoping for at least anything. Okay, I need to confront Kuno because he lied to me about the armor, and that's not great. I'm Hobo Cop. I'll manage. Well, I'm not Hobo Cop yet, but I will be. I talked to Manana about the armor. So, he raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway. Fuck. Okay. Kuno's a giver like that. Yes. He looks slightly confused. Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello. You know what? I needed to speak to those dudes anyway. It's fine. Look, pig. He's suddenly all business. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. I didn't rough anybody up. Volition says it's a good idea. Yes, let's move on. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. Don't be saying what Kuno said back to Kuno. He throws his hands in the air. Get the fuck out of here, parroting Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face. Yeah, real interesting. So you respect me now? You're dreaming, pig. That's not how this shit works. A little, but don't expect anything to change. But I still have to try to track down my gun. Heck. Which one changed here? Because there's something here that changed. Yeah, I do have to get food at some point. Nope, can't see which one changed. There's probably nothing major. I've no idea where my badge could be. I just keep thinking it's gotta be somewhere in the hotel. I want to give her commemorative pin back.
Hello again, sweetie.
About your pin. I decided not to pawn it. You should have it back. Oh, thank you, dear. I confess, I'm glad to see it again. I don't feel like such a monster now. Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events. Like, yes, I need money, but I felt real bad with that. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. I don't know how to pronounce that. Quebec. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods towards the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you make out are Garasi and Quebec. It must be his name. Garashi Quebec. Sounds representative. Mr. Quebec, I'm here on official police business. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. You've got some impressive pots there. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turns. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. Touch the door. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to the touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Slight typo there. I wish licking was an option. But the door does not budge. I wonder where it leads. You do? The lieutenant regards you with patient skepticism. It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? It's part of the whirling in rags. Eccentric, but okay. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation. He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself. Yes, a mini side investigation. The door is a mega investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation? Oh my god, yes. If you say so. He looks at the door, then you. Gart is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager. There's probably nothing back there. I know, Space Quest let you lick things because Space Quest was a bit grim. There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen. Oh yes, that door. There's nothing mysterious about it, it's just a door. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have... No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the Frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust. He runs his fingers across the counter to check for dirt. He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. I think you'd like to know what's back there. Fine. Okay, a little. He shrugs. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I'm at. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Mess hall is reserved for the Union? Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shits. But they're good customers. They place big orders and they pay on time. Kim gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks toward the booth. Men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. Good advice. So about that money I owe. Yes, have you got it? How much do I owe you again? 130 real. Oof. So I know how to get about 3 real. Which is not where I need to be. I thought he was in the shower last time I checked. Lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. Fucking whore! Punch the door or suppress the urge. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door. Try the handle. Okay. I really wish I could get... I could find a... Why does that not do anything? Find a map. And like, I'm shocked I haven't. Let's go back to my room, see if there's anything here. This is the only place that I can imagine my badge being. And this door doesn't open. Which is curious. Okay. Kim actually needs some information about the case. Tell me about the case again. Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. No, but now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you made. Well, that's very kind of you, Stealth. I do try. If people fall asleep on stream, that makes me feel good. Because that means I am soothing them. What's there to say? It's just stupidity. What kind of stupidity? The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion. Hi, user. God, why are you all being so nice to me? Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But, he leans in. I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition. So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary. You volunteered to spoil it? Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoil sport. The lieutenant appears pleased with this. Oh god, I like him even more. What's special about Martinez? Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Sorry, I know that probably sounded very unpleasant. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist. A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps? Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't. There was no car in my throat. So, unfortunately, this time the frog was not in a car. Which is very unfortunate. I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it's best to let you make the next move. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest, a case-solving machine, sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. Oh, that's clever. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I like the apocalyptic omen one. Can you guess my message? No. There will be a bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Unimaginable. Oh no, it's very imaginable. We failed to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company sees the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe gunship. The Union responds in strength, automatic fire. Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move. Okay. Okay, so I concluded. Yes, it's a whole pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it. +1 for being a sorry cop. +1 for Roy mentioned suicide. This is a white check and I may retry it. Check failure. Yeah, why did they send me? Because you're the best qualified? No, that doesn't seem right. Dumb brain, I'm good for nothing. Oof! Lost some morale there. Put skill points into logic to open it again. Okay. Can't seem to remember anything. No response, he just arches his brow. I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved. Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? There is a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. Oh no. Yeah. I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? I like to imagine the more channel clowns appear, the more decent and loud the sad clown honks become. Yes, Kim deserves to talk about himself. Fine. We should get through the day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble, then I can give you orientation. So what should I concentrate on? Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Buddy, I have been. Fine. Let it be. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is the relief. Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench. Say nothing. The lieutenant glances at his electronic wristwatch. Oh, okay, forget it. I want to talk about you. Me? Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. We'll work better together if we have more rapport. That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? You're wearing glasses. That's correct. This makes him a binoclard. Completely uncut material, if you say so yourself. I have to look up that word. I've been avoiding looking up words, but... It is a French, or a word of French origin at least. Oh, basically just someone... It literally just means someone who wears glasses. I didn't know they let binoclards become cops. What the fuck? I'm not going to call him a bino. It is derogatory. It's basically 4 eyes. Glasses are cool. Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome. You could use a good normal pair yourself. Because I failed my perception check. Oh, you don't look like other people around here? I can't say that. Oh. That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seol. By the sounds of it, pretty much all the countries are invented, because I'm not aware of Seol being a real place, but the spelling is similar enough to Seoul that they might be leaning Korean with his design. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. He shakes his head. It's not an interesting topic. What is Seol? A part of the world, officer, a geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. I still want to know more about Seol. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never seen either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seol. It seemed that he seems almost proud of these things. I'm a regular revicolier. God, these words are fiddly sometimes. He's glad to have shut down your question. That's all for now. Good, let's change the subject. Okay, so upstairs was pointless. Again. It has been a long time, and every time I look across, I get very confused. So I'm very sad to do this. But we're going back to the normal pig. Yeah, I got Kim lore. Seoul with a U is definitely the capital of South Korea. But Seoul, the way they're saying it, Seoul is the name of the country. So, I got a new task. Excuse me, secret passages? There's a strange door in the whirling. Well, I didn't know it was a secret passage. That I can only do later. End of day brief with Kim, I can only do later. Now, how am I going to get money? I also need to find a sufficiently tragic tape to play on the boombox. Track down your badge, track down your gun, who put the clothes in the trash. I've done that. Why did I not get points for this?
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. Oh, I've just got to ask him more about it. The case brief you missed. Now I remember. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. God, I wish I could, Juice. During this time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There was an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Does the briefing say who the victim was? A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find the truth. Why didn't we know anything about the caller? They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinique. Now, it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Okay, so I got the points for that. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. If that's the case, uncover and arrest the killer. Would you say this is a mysterious case? He considers your question for a moment before answering. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. That's all I needed to know. Okay, I was wondering how I could finish that task. Okay. And how much experience do I have? I need 20 more to get another point, which I should put into logic to retry one of those. Stitch, I don't know what you mean by purple, but I'm glad you said it. Who are you, buddy? I haven't spoken to you.
Welcome to Revachol.
Oh, Revachol. I love the fact that he's just fucking racist lorry driver. They don't even mess around. Welcome to Revachol, announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Oh, because he assumes that he's not from here. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Fuck yes. Self, I don't have a truth gun. Remember how I sold my truth gun?
Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Yeah, you tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo? What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
Probably
But
accurate.
you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Fuck
I would
yes.
advise you to remember that.
Fucking truth him with your truth stick, Kim. Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Give a lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. I don't think that'll help. Yeah. A fully voice-acted version would be amazing. Like, this amount of voice acting is crazy expensive, so I know why they didn't. But I'm glad that they're going back and doing it.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Kim, you've got the gun. Can you kill him? Lieutenant exhales and resumes its regular calmness. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
Cigarette smoldering between his fingers. Got a smoke? No. He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snap that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to that garbage. Then I'm gonna need the one you're smoking. Can't have it. Confiscating it as evidence? Evidence of what? I haven't done anything. He puts out his cigarette and flicks the tiny stub toward the street. Cool. I changed my mind anyway. I bet. His cool gaze pierces deep, with noxious effluence wafting in the surrounding air. What are you hauling? Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait in your ass situation. How long has this been going on? The strike? They've been out for a while. A month, 2 months maybe? He gestures towards the lorries. But this here is just the last week or so. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples. Apples? Yeah, apples. Take it you had other questions? He's giving you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested. We're done for now. I hate him. I really hate him. I mean, fruit is imported. That's a thing that happens, Juice. A notice. In case of a strike, press button behind guard. That's fair, Juice. A hermetically sealed door, locked by electronic means. No lockpicking or door kicking this one. Everyone smokes. Gimme one of them. I just want to talk to him.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Look, I'm just a dumpy little man because I'm addicted to booze. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
Holy shit, what? I will, Bubbles, also hi.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot
What the fuck?
see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
I'm scared. I'm scared. You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Is that what he means by Al-Ghul? That what he means? You're right, I'm an alcoholic, and I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is rank.
The race stuff is unimportant, but that's not gonna help. Nor is this one. If I do this one, he's going to kill me. I just need you to help me to do my job, please.
For hell, attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
I don't like him, but
you gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Not all of those things are good.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Koikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
This dude is genuinely scary.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There's a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative. Push him out of the way. Push him out of the way. It was your people who put that dead body up there. Your people should help me get it down.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
That's not a good idea?
Bring your troops to the Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will be lined with bottles of al-Ghul, your beloved girl. Inside, we will starve the odes to homosexuality called art and your microcephalic skull.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with the punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive, remember? You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Or knock him out. That is a very bad chance. What are those tattoos supposed to mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures towards the lorry man down the street. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. You're right. That's craniometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance. So there was an idea that was super popular in eugenic circles for a long time and has kind of, unfortunately, gained a resurgence. That, like, you could tell a lot about a person by the shape of their skull. And that's why he's talking about craniometric. I'm gonna say nothing. Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there will be need for a servile homunculus. Yeah, me too, Luca. And it makes me very uncomfortable even in fiction. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Ask what kind of races there are at first. Classification is core to this stuff. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are. Do you? The lieutenant looks at you. Whisper. This is for the thing? Lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh. Look. Have you seen the size of him? All that happens if I punch him is that I hurt my fist. You are obviously a liberal, Steelite, the man tells him. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile type C, type C to F. Race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? This is deeply unpleasant. Even though we all know that this is fictional, it is still deeply unpleasant to, you know, experience it. Tell me about the heroic races. Those are the Seminese, the Areopagites, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. I should fucking truth him. Yes, Juice, fucking do it. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Fredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. Oh, okay, so those are the Dutch. Okay, got it. Who are Type A then, in your view? The Vespertines and... well, yeah, that's what makes it so rough, Joshua. I am... Like, at least they're using fictional countries, so... At least they've got that. Oh, Bubbles, I know what you said, but we have to raid Chen. It's very important. Yeah, it feels very much like seeing this bullshit. If the Vespertines and Messinians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the Suresni of Sur-la-Clef, and even the North Honigsteiners all have a Type A race propensities. The other large mondial civilizations, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. He draws his finger across his face. That's unpleasant. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat, toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. And who are the Seminese and Areopagites in this? As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is retrograde. Is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent. Continue receiving wisdom. I'm gonna start skimming this because I really don't like reading it too much. It's very uncomfortable. 70... immutable progenitor, unchanged. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. Yeah, this is very much supremacist. Yeah, that's fair, Luca. This is very unpleasant. Perfected and adapting. Yep. There are no more Type A races in the world. Yeah, I will actually put a content warning on this VOD. Like, well, yeah, that's the thing. You are meant to... This is meant to be very, very uncomfortable. Type B are the unheroic races. Amorphous non-competitors of the great race. Oh, good. Good, that's sure a phrase. The mud-colored people. Me too, Juice. I love you, Juice. I'm sorry if this is making anybody uncomfortable. On the good side, if this is making you uncomfortable, good. It fucking should. You should not be comfortable with anything that's happening here. But also, I'm sorry that I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh no, I didn't expect this, but... Yeah. That's the thing. They spoke to scholars and historians to be able to write like this. As I said, I'm skimming this. They're talking about a revolution. It's an illness, a prion disease that leaves the frontal lobe ridden with holes. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. That, by the way, is the single scariest disease. A museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You know what? No, I'm not getting involved. I am not... No. I don't care. Even in a game, I'm not doing this. Chat, pray for me. I'm going for the 17% chance. I need to fucking punch this guy. Pray for me, chat. I need your pog chaps. How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand and he's squeezing it. It hurts. Look, I stood up for myself. No, I'm not going a certain route because it makes me uncomfortable. And frankly, I play games to enjoy myself, and So, going through something that makes me viscerally uncomfortable, not something I'm going to choose to do. Especially when it makes large parts of my audience uncomfortable as well. I'm a cop! Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more. I mean, I am.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
His gaze wanders over to the whirling's roof to the yard.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where we have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
I mean, shooting this guy would. Yeah, I'm allowed to be uncomfortable by something that the programmers put into the game. I know why they put it in there, and it's a perfectly valid path to play. It's not a path I choose to play. And as I said, especially given how uncomfortable it's making several members of my community, I don't want to do it. I wanted to take the path where, like, I wanted to kill him. I didn't want to pursue, like, I didn't want to pursue that any further. I got more than enough out of it to feel as uncomfortable as the programmers probably wanted me to feel, and I wasn't going further. Oh yeah, it did its job. I just don't want to do it any further. How else are we going to get through the gates? Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here. Okay, that went poorly. Come on. Oh, just walk, you fool. Yeah, my instrument of truth isn't truthing very much. I'm still very low on money. I was pressing the wrong button there. But he suggested going back to the yard. I think. Unless I misunderstood him. What's this? The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Okay, so it's rusty. But I want the bucket. No, don't keep the bucket from me. Oh no, that's interesting. Inconspicuous pile of roofing material, Eternite. No, I'm not scared of being labeled a racist. Given that the game has, based on what I've seen, dozens if not hundreds of paths, I chose the path that I think I will probably enjoy more, which is not that one. I don't see why it's important to take a path through a game that's going to make me uncomfortable. What is this? It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Low chance. Okay, you're being incredibly rude. It's not self-censoring. I'm choosing to play a game the way I enjoy it. If that's not good enough for you, you don't have to watch me. And frankly, I would rather you didn't. Because you're not going to enjoy yourself here, and I don't enjoy having you be part of my community. So, honestly, it's for the best if you don't watch my videos. Nice and orderly. Well-laid palette, easy on the eyes. There's more to this. You get the strange feeling. Hard to say, it's gone now. Feelings pass, you see, especially the small ones. There's definitely something here, and I want to see if I can truth it. Held in the right hand. Wait, I can't truth it? It only opens containers? That doesn't count? God. I moved on from Skull Guy. I tried to punch him, it went poorly. I was getting very... Like, I was not happy with the way that was going. If I were reading Huckleberry Finn, there are certainly parts of it I wouldn't say out loud on chat because they make me uncomfortable. And when I read the book, I was uncomfortable. There's also the fact, as I said, I am playing this game to enjoy myself. The path I was going down was one I wasn't going to enjoy. And if you don't like that, then I don't want you here. I want to be clear about that. If this carries on, I will ban you from my chat. Because this is not a place for debate. This is a place for me to play games I enjoy, the way I enjoy them, with people who enjoy watching me play those games. I don't think that's you. Oh heck, I found some money. And I got some morale back. There is also the fact that the experience of reading a book and playing a game are different. Okay, that's not a door I can open. Can't interact with that. What's this? Mail collection box. Has been heavily vandalized with graffito. Closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. Good mail delivery box. It's done nothing wrong. It's trying its hardest. The box seems happy. Graffito is the singular of graffiti. Very rarely used. Much like the word spaghetto. Greed. As I said, increasingly, I don't want you here. This is not a place for debate. So I'm sorry for this, but I am banning you. Yeah. Oh, that's... See, they say graffito, but there's a lot of graffiti here. I feel you, mail collection box. Oh, I got some morale back. Apparently. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow. I'm not gonna kick it after I did a nice thing to it. Enormous balls, worthy of a real man. Fuck yes. The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. Okay, so I've got to get a bag somehow to collect bottles. Put a mouthwash on me, boy. You know what? You're right, Joshua. That's exactly what that was. It fills you with determination. Cool. I got a bag. Which is important because now I can collect bottles like the actual hobo cop I am. I just want to. I haven't actually explored the pier much. Deselect that. Is that even selectable? Oh, a splatter of bullet holes line the wall. The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. Look closer first. The fading marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone. Kim, look, bullet holes. Where? He looks around. Points to the chips in the wall. Someone's been shot. We're cops. We should solve it. Oh, cool. So I'm taking one of two possible routes, and I'm very glad I'm taking Hobocop. Super Cop is boring. Hobocop is rad. There, he looks at the wall. Those are old. What do you mean old? These bullets were fired during the Revolution, half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation. Okay, can you tell me about the Revolution? I'd rather fucking hear from you. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go? Okay. Now, let's get some fucking bottles and sell them for chump change. Hobocop? Hobocop does whatever a cop cannot. The belly of this boat shines like it was freshly painted. No. Cape Side Apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain. Or Ghislaine. I can never quite pronounce that. There's a girl up there. She spilled the paint? Oh shit, there is.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
Oh!
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I mean, they'll flow red with paint the way she's working.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth? Blood type? The last time I was tested for Hep C?
I mean, like, the first of those would be interesting to know your age, but... Ooh, don't call her little lady. Let's start with your blood type and go from there.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
She's a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
Wait, she's a minor? I was not aware of that. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. She's rich. I can rob her. I'm Hobocop. I can do that now. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. Joyce Messier, the woman on the boat, does not notice her staring. That ozone whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. Who is she? Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. He nods in her direction. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions. You know, do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet. What are you doing to the wall? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural. An aerograffito visible from low orbit. She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? Yeah? I love public art. Don't mind us. Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval. You've lessened her desire to deface the building. Oh my god, because the cops like it, she doesn't want to do it anymore. That's rad. You know anything about the recent murder? She wrinkled her nose. I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts. Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner. We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Yeah, you can't tell us about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the armor. What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Isn't armor art? Art for the body? Alright, sad piggy. Look, don't call me out. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. She waves her hand in a general westward direction. Have a good time. Problem is, the bridge is currently closed. There's a little girl wearing the gloves there. No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. She looks at you, a little sad suddenly. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it. Or a weakness for police officers, miss. He makes a note in his notebook. Thank you either way. Catch you later, Cindy. Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you. Is that a bottle? It's a bottle! Fuck yes. I'm gonna nickel and dime my way to having enough money to live. What's this? Can I pick this up? Is this a thing? More bottles. I am going to get my way to 130 real, 10 cents at a time. Which is probably possible? Actually, I don't know if it is. I don't know how many there are in the game. Shadows on the water, green plants under the calm surface. A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat... Oh, wait! I think I got Hobocop. Glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
I'm Joyce.
Hi, Joyce.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
It is. It's... I wouldn't want to live here, but I'd like to visit. It's a really cool... It'd be a really cool place to visit. What's the L stand for?
Leighton. My maiden name.
What gave us away?
Honestly, I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Your grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
I don't trust her.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Thanks, Kim.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
I'm not actually going to do this now because it's 3 hours. I'm going to come back to this. What? New? Okay, it looked like I got something new. So I do want to chat to her, but I want to do it next week or next stream at least, when I have plenty of time. That should be next week, but you never know what happens. But the point is, I've got Hobocop, and I quickly want to see what it does. That is a bizarre picture. Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar, the old l'Assommoir, to the pier, or the sewers. To Elysium, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Armacan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. Secrets of the city are yours at last. Okay, so it increases the learning cap for Shivers, reveals extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map. Oh, on the map! And you get more money from selling tear. Okay. That's a super cool one. Do I need to activate these in any way, or are they just activated when you've got them? Okay, so I'm gonna save and finish now. This has been enormously fun. Thank you guys so much for joining me yet again. So I'm going to be streaming tomorrow at about 5:30 Eastern time with Monster Hunter Monday, which tomorrow I'm going to be taking on the Mizu hunt, and I'm going to be doing that online with chat. So if you're in my Discord, just send me a DM and we'll share Switch codes, and then we should be able to hunt with each other. I'm very excited for that. Wednesday, 5:30, I'll be doing Shining Force again. Saturday, I'll be back to Stardew Saturday, and for more Disco Elysium, it will be next week Sunday at 2:30 Eastern, as usual. Guys, you have been absolutely great. I do want to raid Chen. I know I told Bubbles that I would be raiding Mint, but Chen is doing Alien, which is fantastic because he hates horror games. So it really just, in my heart, I know it has to be him. So yeah, once again, thank you all for joining me. I continue to enjoy this game. It takes me places I never thought it would take me. I hope to see you all around, and I hope you all have a lovely day further, because you all deserve it. You're good people. I love you. Ciao.